This video is all about the Arduino errors, including both the hardware and software errors. If you want to learn about how to find and fix these errors, then watch this tutorial from start to the very end. Hi guys, my name is Fahad and welcome to Electronic Clinic. If this is your first time here and you want to learn Arduino programming, PLC ladder logic programming, SCADA application designing, SolidWorks, Visual Basic application designing and programming for microcontrollers to send and receive data, Android, security systems, robotics, image processing and much more. Start now by subscribing and clicking the bell icon so that you never miss anything. Welcome back and let's start find and fix these errors. This type of error is generated when we forget to put a semicolon at the end of the instruction. Here is a very simple program, and the purpose of this program is to turn on and off an LED which is connected with pin 13 of the Arduino. Now right now there is an error, so let's compile this and check. Now you can see over here that expected semicolon before the digital write, and over here you can see before it over here semicolon is missed. So when we put a semicolon and compile, now there is no error. So each and every Arduino Omega instruction should be ended with a semicolon, which is a terminator which tells the compiler that the instruction is completed. So, and when we just forget to put one, even let's for example over here, and let's compile it again. So you can see expected a semicolon before delay, so before delay over here. So you can just put a semicolon and compile, and the error is. So this was about the semicolon. A variable name is the most important part in programming. A variable is a place to store a piece of data. It has a name, a value and a type. For example, this statement is called a declaration. A variable name should follow some rules. Now currently this program has an error. If we compile this, and you can see expected unqualified ID before numeric constant. Why? Because as per the variable names and as per the rules, no number is allowed in the beginning of a variable, so this is wrong. If we delete this and compile, now there is no error. Or for example, there is a space and we write something, for example relay. Now this is also an error. Let's compile this, and you can see that expected initializer before relay. As we know that in variable names no spaces are allowed, no numbers are allowed in the beginning of variable names, no spaces are allowed. Okay, so if we write it like load relay equals to 13, now let's compile this, and load was not declared in this scope. Why? Because over here I'm using load while the declared one is this one, so I will have to change it over here and then over here and then over here. So keep this in mind that a variable name should follow some rules, and the rules are that no numbers are allowed in the beginning and no spaces are allowed. A bracket missing errors is also one of the most frequent errors, and currently this program has an error. So when we compile this, it's telling that expected bracket at the end of input. So over here, if when we put a bracket, and now this is completed, now this bracket is for this one, and this bracket is for this one, and this one is for this one. So when we compile this, there's no error. Okay, now let's suppose we missed this bracket, then expected bracket at the end, which is easy, like it's telling us that the bracket is missing, so this one is easy. But what happens when we, for example, miss a bracket over here? And let's compile this. Then over here you can see that the expected unqualified ID before F, which is very unclear that where is the error. Let's compile this again, and okay, now let's compile this again, and now there's no error. And let's for example delete this one. Okay, so the expected declaration before the bracket. So these are the bracket errors, and this is how we can trace and then remove this error. This is also one of the most frequent errors, and it really confuses the new beginners, the ones who are new to Arduino. Let's for example that we have downloaded this program from the internet and now we want to use this in our project, but the problem is that when we compile this program, it gives us so many errors. Like for example, the one you can see that with the VW set TX pin was not declared in the scope file. Okay, and there is a lot of lists. So if you look at the first one, that is the warning virtual wire.h, no such file or directory. So it means that the directory is missing for this library, the virtual wire.h, which is the header file. So let's check this. So how we can check that? Go to the documents, and in the documents click on the Arduino libraries, and let's check whether we have the virtual wire.h or not, virtual wire library. So as you can see, there is no virtual wire. We have the wire directory, but we don't have the virtual wire directory. So what you have to do right now is just type on the Google and search for the virtual wire. You can easily download that from the GitHub. I've already downloaded that, and so let me just copy the virtual wire over here, the virtual wire, cut it, Arduino libraries, and paste it over here. Done. And now compile this again. So after you add the desired library, then there is no error. Now this program is working just fine. And what happens if I delete this line? Control X, and let's compile again. So now if you look over here, now there is no directory type error. So for such error, all you need is just to add the header file and then compile. So to avoid such type of errors, make sure that the program you are going to use in our project, its header file or the library directory is already installed in your computer. Okay, now this is a program without any error, and I have already connected Arduino Uno with my laptop. But when I start uploading the program, it gives me an error like serial port COM8 not found, and this is just because that I didn't select the port number. Tools, serial port, and over here that is COM8. So once I select this one, and now if I click the upload button, now I can upload the program. So this type of error can be easily fixed just by selecting the port number. Okay, now this error that I'm going to talk about is one of the most confusing errors. Like I myself, when in the beginning I got this type of problem, I was really confused, and when I was 100% sure that my program is 100% correct, there are no errors, but still when I upload a program into the microcontroller and I'm getting error, then I start thinking about that whether the Arduino Uno is not working or the microcontroller is not working. So what's the problem that I'm not able to upload the program into the microcontrollers? As you can see on the screen, that why I'm getting this error, what's wrong actually, while I have selected the port, the correct port number, and the program is 100% okay. So this type of problem is very confusing, and most of the new beginners don't know about this type of problems. So whenever you get this type of problem, that overdue SDK 500 again sync and not in synchronization, so when you get this line and AVR dude done, thank you. So when you get this type of error, it means that the board is not selected. If you have selected a wrong board, so go to the board, clicks on the tools menu, then board, and over here you can see that it's not Arduino Uno, actually this one is selected. So when I select the Arduino Uno and then I click on the upload, then it will not give me any error. because right now the correct port is selected. So now let's select another one, the board, and let me select this one. Okay, and when I click, so it's still the same kind of problem. Okay, so now to fix this problem, just go to the board and select the Arduino Uno, and then let's compile. Let me show you that the program has no errors. Okay, there are no errors, and now click on the upload. And now bytes of flash verified, and now it's working correct. So that's how to fix this problem. So this is the type of error which is generated when we start communication with Arduino using Visual Basic 2006 or VB.NET or any other application which is designed to communicate with Arduino. So let me play this applications, and as you can see, it's giving me an error, the runtime error 8002, which is the invalid port number. So now how to fix this type of problem? If you can see in the programming, I have used .com port equals to 8. Now let's check that on which port the Arduino is installed. So if you check over here, that's COM10. So now let's first change this one, which is the 10, and now let's play. Now as you can see, it's not giving me any error, and now the communication has just started and sending welcome. And why it's sending welcome? Because in the Arduino I did a little bit change in the program, and that is serial.println welcome. So if I change this one to electronic Linux, and now upload the program, and now let's play again, and now you can see it's printing electronic Linux. So I've already posted tutorials on the two-way communication, one-way communication, sending and receiving, so check those tutorials if you want to learn the application designing for the Arduino. So this type of problem can be fixed by changing the port number, and make sure that the baud rate, you also keep the same, you use the same baud rate as the one you use in the controller program, that is 9600. And over here also, for example, let me change this to 4800, and now let's play. Now you can see over here there's a lot. I just can't understand what is this. So make sure that to avoid this type of error, use same baud rate. So this is another type of error, 9600, and now it's okay. So now another one of the most common mistake that the new learners make is that when they try to run a program which is written actually for the Mega, and when they try to run that program on Arduino Uno, they get errors. Why? Because any program, like any program which is written for Arduino Uno, can be run on Mega, but the reverse may not apply, because we know that the Arduino Uno has less number of input pins, and the Mega has so many pins. So it's not important that any program which is written for Mega can be run on Arduino Uno. Why? Because, for example, if we have used the pins which are already available in Arduino Uno, then we can run that program on Arduino Uno. But if we have used numbers which are not present in Arduino Uno, then we cannot run that program. Actually, it will generate errors. So make sure that when you run a Mega program, a program which is written for the Mega, can only be run on Arduino Uno when those pins are already available in the Arduino Uno. Okay, right now the type of error that I'm going to talk about It's not a programming error or a logical error. This is a kind of an error when we start uploading a program into the Arduino. And while the Arduino Uno is connected with a module, and that module is connected with pin 0 and pin number 1 of the Arduino, and when the device is turned on or powered up, so in this situation, when we start uploading a program into the Arduino Uno, it will give us an error. We won't be able to upload a program into the Arduino Uno because the pin 0 and pin 1 are already connected to a module, and the module is already powered up. So make sure, like for example, let's take an example of the Bluetooth module HC05 or HC06 or any other module device. So when you power up the module, the Bluetooth device, and it's already connected with pin 0 and pin 1 of the Arduino Uno, so it will generate an error. You won't be able to upload the program. So whenever you connect a Bluetooth device or any other device with pin 0 and 1 of the Arduino Uno, so make sure that you don't apply power to the module, or at least you remove the pins from the 0 and 1 of the Arduino Uno, and you can upload the program. So first you have to upload the program, and then after that you can connect the wires. Okay, now the other type of errors can be due to the wrong connections. For example, I'm writing a program for an LED which is connected with pin number 13 of the Arduino, while later on I connect that LED with pin 12 of the Arduino. So the program is working correctly there, but everything is just fine, but the LED is not working. It's just because that in the programming I defined pin number 13, while on the hardware side the LED is connected with pin number 12. So this is also a kind of error. So if you like my video, subscribe to my channel, like and share my videos with your friends, and thanks for watching.